I want to share something that gets talked about a lot, but sometimes misconstrued. For example, your baby is really fussy. You take your baby into your healthcare provider and they say, oh, maybe you should try cutting out dairy. Maybe it's a food allergy. You go home and you cut out all kinds of things out of your diet, which is incredibly hard to do when you are a nursing parent. And it doesn't get better. What is it? Let me talk about the two things that get mixed up a lot, because a fussy baby is the common denominator between the two. Food allergies, but the other thing is called a Foremilk-Hindmilk imbalance. If your baby is taking a ton of Foremilk, which happens with moms who have a ton of milk, those babies drink a lot of Foremilk, which is very high in carbohydrates. The main carbohydrate in breast milk is lactose. It's human lactose, it's not cow's milk lactose, so it's different, but in large quantities, it can be irritating to your baby's intestinal tract. That can cause a fussy baby who is really hard to stay settled. It can cause like green, frothy, mucousy poops, which also can be seen in food allergies, and it causes a lot of weight gain, typically like weight issues, which are seen on both sides. Usually with food allergies, babies have a harder time gaining weight. On the Foremilk-Hindmilk imbalance, these babies are gaining a lot of weight very quickly. The other thing is your baby's skin. A baby who has a mom with an abundance of milk who's struggling to keep up is going to be fussy, rigid at the breast, hard to burp, really, really hard to keep happy, will not sleep, gaining weight. The baby with food allergies might be all of those things. However, their skin typically has eczema. You will see a rash, you will see eczema, and that is one key difference between the two if you're trying to decipher. My biggest takeaway here is make sure that you're working with someone who understands breastfeeding, who is willing to take a good look and do a feeding assessment, because not every fussy baby has a food allergy. Some, yes. But the first step should be a thorough feeding assessment to rule out other things, because managing a Foremilk-Hindmilk imbalance is a lot easier than trying to manage and cut out dairy, eggs, gluten, all of the things. If you have questions, let's start the conversation in the comments.